face of the world's #1 player at the moment. To get a better look, a little insight into Steffi's world, here's Virginia Wade and Steffi Graf.
Steffi, I watch you so thoroughly, and in the last 6 months it seems as if you've really developed a sort of calmness on the court. Much better. You've survived the crises. Do you think that's something you've worked at? Do you think that's accurate?
It's true that for the last few months I think I turned around quite a few tough matches. I played tactically a lot better. I kind of didn't give up at certain points, and I felt a lot more confident than I have been for the last few years. So I think all around I feel a lot better.
Because I know you don't really have the reputation for being a thinking player. I mean, you can hit me if you like, but you know, I really thought, particularly at the last tournament I saw you in San Diego, that you were really thinking and playing strategically.
I think, yeah, that's what Heinz and I have been working on the last year and a half probably, and so there are a lot of things that come through more and more now, and definitely there were a few matches that I really won just tactically, because I just played the points better. I didn't overpower at certain shots. I kept a little bit cool and played the right points.
Well, I know it's obvious to me. Do you find that? Do you find it exciting? Do you find it, or do you find it boring?
Sometimes. I mean, I'm somebody who's very impatient, and I do show that on the court as well. And so it's difficult for me to do it at times, but I do feel happy when I feel that I'm not playing well and I'm still winning because I'm doing the right things, and that's a good feeling sometimes.
Yeah, it gives you a powerful feeling.
Yeah.
Because I don't get the feeling that you're somebody who likes to experiment that much with your game.
Not really. I mean, I'm somebody who's very stubborn and likes to stick what I'm doing best at, and so it's difficult for Heinz sometimes to change me, to get me into doing new things.
And I've always said that what's been your greatness can also be a little bit your weakness just because of that.
That's true.
But as the years go by, I mean, you know, you've done so much out there. You must create new challenges for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing that I haven't really had any difficulties on to keep my motivation going, because I still, even if I have little progresses, I still, you know, I still try to go out there and get better and do better, and now the last few months they have shown me some good results, and so I just try to keep working on that.
Tell me something. How do you, being #1 in the world, having as much attention on you as you have, I mean, how do you actually manage to avoid listening to all the people who are giving you advice? I mean, including me, and being critical. I mean, it's hard to be critical of you because you're so good, but how do you manage to avoid that, listening to them?
I don't really, because for some reason, I mean, if people talk about me or write about me, I read it, but it doesn't really set in. I mean, I basically try not to listen really too much, and because I think I'm somebody who, if you tell me something, I don't go right on it, and I just need a little more time to think about it. I think that also helps me not to jump onto wrong conclusions.
Yeah, it's hard to, because if everybody's telling you things, I mean, you have to be sure about yourself. Also, the responsibility, the other responsibility, going with #1 in the world and thinking of what turmoil the women's game is in at the moment. I mean, do you think that there are any obvious ways that both the players and the game in general can direct itself?
I think the game itself, I think we don't really have to worry about it, because there are a lot of young players going to come up, and I think everybody is physically getting better. I think they're taking tennis a lot more serious than maybe 7-8 years ago, and so I think that one thing that we don't have to worry about is how good the game is going to be, I don't know, 4 or 5 years from now. I think it will get better and better, obviously. And just the other thing is, I think you shouldn't really push too many young players too early into the tournaments. I think that's one thing people have to really be careful of, because sure, the last few years there haven't been really many new faces, and everybody's like waiting for somebody to come up, really. But I hope they don't make many mistakes on that.
No, I agree with that. Well, listen, I think you're playing great. Good luck. Thank you very much for talking to us. I know it's not your favorite thing in the world.
No, I'm sorry.
And good luck at the US Open also.
Thank you very much.